Welcome to the Pink Milk Show. Your Star Wars characters is Tommy and Brian. Whoever picks his Boba Fett is the winner.
Hello there. Welcome to the Pink Milk Show, your Star Wars podcast for us superfans.
And those of us forced to listen to them.
I'm Brian. With me, as always, is my husband and your better host, Tom.
Hello.
And we welcome you to Chapter 3 of The Mandalorian.
The Sith. Dun dun dun.
Hello.
Well, hello, Pop.
Pop. How are you?
Well, if I could get my glasses on over here.
We were just in the middle of getting prepped for the show because we normally do not have this energy level without probably the next best thing to Star Wars.
That awkward silence. What's the next best thing to silence? Coffee? Children? Family?
Robin.
Oh.
You were supposed to be able to read between those lines.
That's true, because that's the song you just made me listen to.
It's because it's our song.
I forgot about that. It was our song. Or it is our song. I just got the googly eyes.
He loves me much.
I do, babe. Well, happy someday fun day.
You know, I was listening to our thing, and it is funny because your catchphrase is happy someday fun day.
Right.
Mine is happy someday fum day.
Huh. Well, we'll have to see who's is going to stick.
Tweet at us at Pink Milk House.
Wait, why would it be Fum Day?
Because it rhymes. Some fum day. I don't know. Tweet at us at Pink Milk House on Twitter and let us know which is better. We should put out a poll because we are now up to, I believe, 10 followers on Twitter.
Boom. Thank you, all 10 of you.
Yeah, we're really getting up there. Please like,
Hey,
share.
Brian, are you one of them?
Yes.
We know I'm not. I'm working on it.
We were just having a conversation about this, and Tom is going to get really serious about Twitter, and he's going to watch your YouTube video. Oh, no, excuse me, Instagram.
Yes.
A YouTube video on this whole thing that Instagram that everyone's been talking about that he just doesn't get.
Well, I don't get it. I look at it, and I can't figure out when they actually posted it, if I am seeing something, current or, and I keep seeing the same people over and over again, and I'm tired of that too. So.
Well, you see, Tom, you and I are of a little bit older of a generation, and the thing with social media is it doesn't matter when, because your life is that fabulous all the time. Everyone's is.
Mm-hmm.
So you just post away, and people are like, oh my gosh, are they really on vacation that much? No.
The thing is this.
We just take 80,000 pictures every day on vacation and then post about them over the next year, and people are like, oh my gosh. Toast jelly. Instead of just being in the moment and enjoying the vacation without a camera.
Mm-hmm.
That was a little judgy, wasn't it?
It sounded a little like it, but I agree with everything you said. I mean, the funniest thing is we do have a great life, and we do take lots of pictures of the family and the kids.
And then
and that's why I have over 4,500 pictures on my phone. So I just didn't realize I needed to show everybody in the world them.
But, I wonder if 4,500 pictures on your phone is a lot.
Oh, right. I could be a complete loser. I better start snapping now.
Again, tweet at us at Pink Milk House and let us know how many pictures are currently on your phone.
Don't tweet me because I'm not there yet.
And I'm there sometimes.
You can Instagram me.
Well, you do have... How many did you say? 4,500 pictures?
Well, now that we are talking about it, let's find out exactly how many pictures I have.
I am looking at a very cute picture right now.
I'm a complete liar. I have 4,492.
Get out. We're done. I am not going to be with a liar.
Shut the door.
Well, I only have 2,000. So maybe you are more of a millennial than I am.
Hey, and I'm thinking about this picture of the dish rag on the counter near the sink is probably not shouldn't be counted, so I'm going to delete that one. So I have one less. And the kids must have got to the phone again. I'm deleting another one.
Well, I happen to have my little iPad up here, and look at this. I'm very excited. I'm looking at one. The very first night that we met Jack is on my thing.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
also
must be Jack moment because I was watching him, a picture of him playing the saxophone.
Oh.
The one time he's played it at home, but we pay for it.
Our little
every
Lisa
month.
Simpson.
Yeah.
And then I'm also looking at a picture here of the first day we met Michael.
Aw.
Who would have thought that day at the Children's Museum, he would then be introducing the world famous Pink Milk Star Wars talking podcast?
There you go.
That made no sense.
I hear the producer in the background scratching.
Hello, Robin. Not my Robin with a Y. I'm talking Miss Quivers, Robin.
No, our dog is not named Robin.
No.
It's worse.
It's not worse. Our son named her.
Roxy.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
That was our son.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jack. So, anyways, we're really off to a great start about talking Star Wars.
Yeah.
How was your Star Wars week?
My Star Wars week was great. We were off last week. We were not off, but we didn't.
But we were off.
Yeah, we
We were
off.
off. Someday
Right.
was not the usual
No.
someday.
We ended up recording during the week.
At night, which I think we gave
This
away
is
because
true.
we do not. Well, I don't know. Just so we are all clear, including the parents that listen to this, the one drink that because I do have a mother who will be all over me about why I was drinking. Just so she's clear,
He's a lush.
that one drink I think lasted me the entire week because it just goes back into the refrigerator
It's still there.
and it's very watery.
Very.
But
Even
anyhow.
I won't drink it. It's that bad now.
And he's Irish, so
Through
you
and
know,
through.
they'll take the liquor out of the gutter.
Wow. Okay. So out of our 10 followers, the probability is that maybe a quarter of them are Irish in some way, shape, or form. So they just deleted us.
Well, and that paired with those loser Star Trek fans that I got rid of last week.
Wow. Sorry, John. He's actually the only Star Wars person. I'm sorry, Star Trek fan I know.
Okay.
Bye.
So we don't do a lot of news, obviously, because we just talk.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, you sound like you feel like you're at home with us because this is what we do, and I'm sure that's what you do. So hopefully, couples and all that can listen to this. However, there is some news that I'm very interested in talking about because if you remember from a few episodes ago, which my husband here is blurred between reality and not reality, but that's just how good my sarcasm is.
I love when things like this start this way.
Probably.
Tell me more.
So my dear friend Kathleen Kennedy and I,
Shoulder pads?
shoulder pads, approved. Though she's more of a fired kind of lady because she's
The
gotten
other
rid of a
one
lot
is
of people.
Susie Orman.
Yes. So there's Rumorville. Her contract is up. Maybe she won't be doing Star Wars anymore, which means because a lot of people, she's ruining Star Wars. She doesn't know what she's doing. Star Wars is unsuccessful. No one likes it anymore. I mean, 75% of the stuff they've made is made over $1 billion. So I don't understand how it's not successful. One movie didn't do so hot. Let's just also bring up Clone Wars that George Lucas did, the movie that didn't do well at all. So I don't understand. What do you think? Do you even think about Kathleen Kennedy? Do you have any idea?
First of all, no, I do not think about Kathleen Kennedy. So there you go. But do I have an idea about it? Sure, I have an idea about it. I've heard you talk about it again and again, if you will. And I did just watch Grace, so she put a lot of things in my head.
At Grace Randolph.
Are we supposed to shout out her?
Why not?
Why not?
I like some of her stuff.
Yeah. She.
YouTube beyond the trailer.
There you go. Boom.
She doesn't seem to like Star Wars too much, but that's all right.
Yeah, now that I think about it, I got nothing. No.
You got nothing.
I've got nothing.
So, do you feel like how different is Star Wars? Does it seem very different than it used to?
No.
No. Because you felt when we were talking about, I think it was the prequels episode, how you felt the prequels seemed very different than what you knew.
They did.
And where does the sequel trilogy lie?
I feel it's more familiar with, to me, it's, with the evolution of time, clearly, but it's very much like 4, 5, and 6.
Okay.
Of course, I haven't seen 9 yet, so I might say something different then.
I have to say that the last trailer for 9 was, on first glance, a little underwhelming because the first teaser, we had Rey flipping over a TIE fighter, rad. Second teaser, we had Dark Rey with her red lightsaber and whatever the heck's going on there, rad. This one didn't necessarily have a super jumping moment.
Mm-hmm.
Here, if you want to kiss something, kiss the pork. But I have to say that last trailer has got me in all the feels. There's a couple TV spots. Tom has not watched them yet, but we do see some Sith troopers for the first time.
How do you know I haven't watched them?
Because you and I are one, and I know. We're like Zaymont and Tomax from G.I. Joe. We can feel each other and finish our sentences. Have you watched the TV
Tell me
spots?
More. No.
Okay. You remember... Tom knows G.I. Joe pretty well, too, because I would say as like pop culture land, G.I. Joe is probably number 2 next to Star Wars. I know a lot about G.I. Joe, and I love G.I. Joe.
Mm-hmm.
So remember the guys, when one has a scar, one doesn't? Same on Tomax. They run the business.
What business?
I'm blanking on the name right now. That's how big of a fan I am.
I'm a real big super fan.
Oh, God,
Maybe
what
we
is
should
it?
rename the show.
Lukewarm fan.
And those forced to listen to him.
And those who are forced to simmer with it. Because doesn't simmering keep it warm? Not good? No? Okay. I like what Kathleen Kennedy's doing with Star Wars, to be totally honest. I think they're pushing it forward. And I think they've done... The longer I'm away from the sequel trilogy, the more I really, really, really like it. And I love that it lives under the shroud of what came before. And I think I really appreciate it, actually.
Well, then thank you, Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Thanks, girlfriend. I'll talk to you.
Call you.
Yeah, no. She's going to call me at, I think, 3. We have a meeting about... if 3:51 is the right time for Star Wars, The Mandalorian, to be released. So, probably. I'm used to getting up at that time now.
Yeah, folks, every Friday morning, for the last 2 weeks. Well, there was a Tuesday.
Three.
That's our new normal.
Yeah.
We need to get up in the morning.
3:51.
Yeah. And we know exactly how many minutes they are. 37, 32, and then... No, 39, 37.
It's, I think,
the runtime
40,
of the shows.
32, and 37, I believe.
We were speaking about The Mandalorian, of course.
Yes. So, speaking of 37 minutes, Chapter 3.
The Sin.
Tom knows a lot about sinning.
Very much so. So if you listened
You
to us
chose
last
a life
week...
of sin, Tom. How is it?
Yeah, I chose it.
Every day, fire and brimstones.
Shame.
Though there's no fire. We live here in Phoenix, which is usually very warm, and I'm in a jacket
It's a dry heat.
in my studio because it's very chilly. I feel like I'm the ice planet of Hoth.
Because you happen to have the coldest
Don't mistake it
room in
with
the house.
the salt planet of Crate because it's salt, not snow. Didn't get that reference, did you?
Nope.
2 movies you literally just saw. Anyways, so what did you think of The Sin? From a sinner's point of view.
Well, actually, let me ask a question first. What did you think the sin was?
The Sin?
Yeah. What did it make in reference to? And also, spoiler
That's a
alert
good
if
question.
you have not...
Every episode. Yeah, actually, before we get in, just going forward, they're all going to be spoilers. This doesn't come out until the day before the next episode. So hopefully y'all have watched it by then.
Yeah.
I feel y'all have had 6 days.
Mhm. And the show's about us watching things. So just in case you didn't get that, we watch them and then we talk about them.
Yes.
Hey, just putting it out there.
Full disclosure. I haven't even gotten to that point yet. I'm on viewing number 3.
Mm-hmm.
I have to say, I think I mentioned in the last episode, I don't think I realized how much I missed the look of the original trilogy until this came out. It's beautiful. I love everything about it. There were a few things in this episode that made me go, oh, this is a TV show. But I really liked The Mandalorian, chapters 1 and 2.
You didn't like number 3?
Chapter 3, I think I fell in love with the show.
Oh, okay.
I really loved it.
It is really good.
This is everything about Star Wars that I love.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I love it. It was great. The Sin. You go. I'm going to ponder. Because that's a really good question.
Thank you.
That
I came
don't
up
know-
with it myself.
I don't know if I've quite thought about it.
Okay.
But I don't,
What do you want me to go with?
Well, what was the question you asked me? Pop.
What do you think the sin was?
Okay, I'm holding a mirror, so go ahead and answer your very own question.
But I was buying time. All right, the
Well,
sin.
hang on. Do you want me to? Because I have notes that we didn't talk about my girlfriend, Kathleen Kennedy, my girl, my Bobo.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay, so we can put
You
a-
got notes.
Yeah, we can
Wow.
put a pin in
This
chapter
got
3
serious.
while we think about the sin. We'll both work on it in the back of our brain and on the front of our
Well,
brain.
I don't want to say the sin. I know what I have my answer for, but I don't want to say it. I'm curious what you think it is.
Okay, well, I'm going to park it
Okay.
for a minute, and I'm going to think. I'm going to try to get past cute hashtag NYC and his little
Also known as Yaby.
shift knob. Thank you at Joseph Scrimshaw. Thank you, Force Center. Love that show. I did tweet at a bunch of people.
They need to come out with a name so we could stop calling them all these different names.
Well, the product's supposed to come out just in time for Christmas. I think it'll probably be The Child.
Huh.
The Child just isn't quite as adorable as...
The 50-year-old child.
I don't think he's 50.
He doesn't look 50.
No, because that would make Yoda 18 when he died. So I think he was cryo-freezed for a long time. Or in carbonite, possibly.
Possibly.
So I think he's younger. So beep, beep, put it in reverse, back up. Back to KK real quick.
Okay.
So if her contract is up and she goes, apparently there's talk of, and it's not just Grace Randolph. I was reading it all over the place. That Jon Favreau may be taking over all of Star Wars. And my baby Jesus, Dave Filoni, standing right there with him.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm curious what your thoughts are on that, because these are the two creative heads behind The Mandalorian. You don't know the cartoons as well as I do. You've seen some, but you definitely have known the name Dave Filoni, not only through Star Wars now, but also through Avatar: The Last Airbender, because he was in the first season of that show before George Lucas said, you are baby Jesus reborn. The big world doesn't know it yet. And I'm taking you because I'm God and you are my son. So here, take my gift.
Interesting religious reference on someday fun day.
Well, we're talking about the sin.
Yeah. Huh. Okay.
The sin would be,
Well,
don't give Dave Filoni more power about Star Wars.
Well, remember,
But
I'm
I'm
the
curious.
one who's forced to listen.
Yes.
I've got nothing. I don't know these people. I hear you speak about
But you
them,
know their work now.
What?
You know their work now.
I know their work now.
And I'm curious because you didn't particularly like the first episode
Of
of The Mandalorian, right? Until the end. You thought it was boring until
it was
the
a little
Swiss Army
slow.
knives came.
Yeah. It was a little slow.
Because that was his episode.
But I mean,
That was his live action debut.
Oh, really?
Though it was really beautiful.
The third one has definitely been the best so far, though.
1,000%.
Yeah.
The second one really needed to be there because it was much more lighthearted and kind of fun.
And so did the first. It had to build into
yeah.
something.
It was just like a little 3-story arc. So I'm curious, this arc is now closed. We got the package. We left with the package, we delivered the package, and we rescued the package.
Same. Remember, I told you this last week. We knew it was going to kind of go down this way. So it should be interesting from this point forward.
It was trite, but look how well done it was. So you don't
I agree. I give it all that. But it's just, I'm thirsty for new things.
Drink up. Okay, so we're back. The sin. What do I think the sin was? I think the sin was that I believe the Mandalorian is denying who he truly is to himself.
Okay.
I think all the Mandalorians are. I don't think they're willing to look at themselves, which is what the whole point, the thing is with the helmets that apparently don't come off. Mm-hmm. They're afraid to look at who they really are because it's a lot easier to push that aside.
Right.
And deal with what's really in front of you. So I think which I will probably get in on this because I think this episode, I think I loved it so much because for me, the lens I look through, a lot of it's about being queer and seeing the world through those lenses that we have to look through things. Mm-hmm. So this might get a little deep on this episode with that perspective because it really, really hit me emotionally on that level, which I will get into. But I do think that the Mandalorians don't take their helmets off because they feel that they failed. The world, clearly the government that ruled the galaxy before did not like them and tried to take everything away from them, so they don't feel like much. And so it's easier to put the mask on. So the world doesn't know who you are, but you also don't have to look at who you really are, and you don't really have to deal with the things that come with it. So I think the sin is pretty obvious, and it's giving NYC away because that isn't who he is. He was a child who was taken away, and now he just did the same thing to someone else.
Interesting.
Until the end.
So you're saying the sin is
the betrayal of yourself.
Okay. All right.
For me.
I respect that. All right, very interesting. And this is why I didn't want to go. No, there's no right or wrong. No, there's no right or wrong answer.
Oh, wait, hang on. Speaking of I'm right, you're wrong. No. Speaking of I'm right, you're wrong. It's a great podcast. They've been super nice to us and given us a shout out on their Instagram and at the end of their last episode. So you should all head to Instagram at I'm right, you're wrong pod. Follow them. They're great. And also give them a listen. And we may be on their show, or at least me.
Maybe I'll do that right now.
Oh.
Since Tom is learning.
Honestly, they're very funny. They are similar to us, and they're three friends, and they just talk about
okay. So I go to the
comics,
magnifying glass,
movies.
I'm
right.
All one word.
Yeah,
I'm right. You're wrong. It's the first one that comes
pod
up
with the little drawings.
Yeah, totally.
Yep. Give them a listen.
Hang on one second.
Because
I'm following you now.
They're like big into horror and stuff like that, which I don't.
How do I know?
Watch. You hit the big button that says follow.
Yeah?
Yeah, you're following them.
All right.
Boom.
There
you go.
Okay.
Anyways, they're super great, and they make things that I don't even find interesting because they are very funny.
Well,
though I will give you warning, Tom.
Yes.
I get in trouble enough for apparently like not having lines here. Mm-hmm. They do say a lot of bad words, and I was in the office. I will not admit to going to In-N-Out. But if I were in an In-N-Out drive-through,
the checkbook said you went twice, and you spent a lot the second day, so you must have been really hungry.
Double. No. I was in said drive-through allegedly. Tom could be lying. Y'all don't have access to our bank accounts. But I had to hear a lot about a daddy and then a Pixar character and boxes, female boxes. And I was like, oh, this is great drive-through appropriate conversations.
Are we talking about I'm right, I'm wrong?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
So,
The podcast.
I think it's hilarious. Just giving you out there. Don't let your kids listen. But it's very funny. And they do. I love. And
again, I'm now connected with them on Instagram.
Yes. And Mike, you're wrong. Sean needs to watch all of Clone Wars. Just putting that out there.
There you go.
And we will, but I do think this guy seems to be a gigantic Star Wars super fan, and I think he and I see Star Wars very similarly. So I'm very
we should
excited
get the
to
two of
speak
you
with
on
him.
the podcast together. It should be interesting.
I'm
to
curious
listen
if
to
his.
them.
I think he's married. I don't know these people personally, so I'm just going through the podcast. I believe he might be married.
Are they here in the? Do we
I
say
don't
where we
know.
live? I
think
can't
we
remember.
already have. We live in Phoenix. #Tatooine.
We live in Verado.
Oh, I don't. Okay, well, you want to give out our address too? I'm not sure if that was needed. Anyways,
No, it reminds me of the whole thing going on.
you live in Buckeye. Ooh, that was probably really loud. I'm
It's
sorry.
the housewife and the cat and back and forth. We talked about last week, I think.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't know. And we've also talked about doing another podcast for Housewives superfans, and those forced to listen to it. We just had to do a little edit. Tom got really inappropriate and outed someone that maybe he shouldn't have outed.
Me? Yes. Yes. Anyway, it is kind of funny. We really did just edit out a whole bunch here, which we're still laughing about. And I'm sorry you're not going to hear it, but maybe we did something we shouldn't have done. So, boom.
Just like we shouldn't be
Great
watching
being
Housewives.
the boss.
I thought, actually, it's funny here on Mike that you refer to yourself as the boss, because the rest of the time the family knows of him as
The king.
the star.
Oh, the star.
The star doesn't know anything coming on. The star comes in and everything should be ready for the star, and then the star leaves.
All of this is true. That's all I'm saying. My directive is let me know when you're ready to go. I'll be in. And that's what happens.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Boom. And then when
Boom.
I'm done, I put my my headphones down, I roll them up, and I walk out that door.
And I never listen to it again. She can't listen to her own work.
What, don't most stars say they never watch the movie?
I need to feel. I don't need to be critical.
Actually, the funniest thing is sometimes you'll be playing it in the house,
Uh-huh.
and like we're in the kitchen or something like that, and you're playing it. I literally think you're talking to me, and you've stepped out of the room, and like, wait, what? Oh wait, oh yeah, all right, it's the podcast.
It's because that's all I talk about.
I hope you guys laugh as much as I do, because it's quite. This is our life. It is what it is.
It really is. I don't
I'd like
think
to say
there's...
we rehearsed it, but nope. All right,
Yeah, I think what you hear is what
let's
we
get
are.
back to the reason we're here today.
The sin.
All right, so
There
I
we
do
are,
have
Zaymont
some,
and
all right,
Tomax
so,
again.
so I'm really glad that you shared what you thought,
Okay.
because what I thought was much simpler.
Okay.
Shocker. The Mandalorian delivered the package.
Okay.
He was paid for the package. The package now becomes someone else's.
Yes.
Period. We move on. He moves on. The sin is he goes and he comes back and steals. Stealing is a sin.
Okay.
In a lot of religions, the religion I was brought up in, for sure,
Okay.
stealing is a sin. He stole. He stole the package. Period. That's it.
Oh.
That's a sin.
Okay.
So there you go. And if it was, if Kathleen Kennedy is behind it, there's a possibility she's a good Catholic girl, Irish Catholic girl, Kathleen.
She looks
Kennedy.
Irish, right?
Yeah, I mean, to me, raised
don't
in the Irish world, so, I mean, clearly she has nothing to do with any of
Yeah.
that stuff. But I'm just saying, there it is. That's the
You
sin.
know,
It's
here's-
just that simple.
So, but this conversation...
my lens.
Yeah, no. But this conversation is what I love about Star Wars, is because you're more of the what I like being, like when it's referred to as the pew-pew fan. Like the pew-pew-pew with lasers. It's just fun, and you watch it, it's great, and you move on. Mm-hmm. And there's definitely... Because what you said is not wrong. Like,
I know.
at all.
I know.
And I can totally see it. But underneath that is more of the stuff that I got from it, which is...
And Brian, you're not wrong. I want you to be on it. I want to be clear with you. I don't want you to feel bad about yourself.
Honey, I was trying to be nice and tell you that you were...
Not wrong.
Not
I know.
wrong.
I heard it.
So,
Imagine that. Imagine that. Wasn't that nice?
Hang on,
My
hang on,
husband said
hang
I
on,
was
Tom.
not wrong.
I have spoken.
What's the other one? The other one-liner they use.
Oh God. Oh God.
And so it is. And so it'll be.
No. Oh
What is it?
shoot. What does the Mandalorian say, people? That is the way.
That is the way.
But no, I love it because on the surface, and that very much true. But underneath that, if you choose to look a little farther, a little deeper, if you choose to look underneath the helmet, there you go.
And if you
For
choose
me.
not to,
And I'm curious.
there you go.
I'm curious what other people may have thought out there.
Reach out to us at
Pink Milk House. HAUS. Why? Because we're fancy gays. Pink Milk House. HAUS. And I only say that every time because I get an eye roll every single time, and it's very cute. Yeah. What did you think about the? He broke the code, like the code of you don't ask, don't tell. More queer stuff. I find that very I'm telling you, I felt I'm going to dig a little deeper with Deborah Chow because Jon Favreau wrote these first 3 episodes, but they've all been said to be like really, really, really collaborative. So I'm curious what her background is. Now that I've seen this episode, I'm very excited to watch. I think she did some Jessica Jones episodes that were also very
I like
queer-centric.
Jessica Jones. You said they canceled it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, what did you think about
Well, we
that, though?
canceled Netflix, so it's canceled for us. So.
Yeah.
Sorry, Netflix.
Thank you, Disney.
We had to make a choice.
House of the Mouse won. Not really the mouse. The lightsaber one.
Actually, HBO won for a little while because we wanted to see the end of Game of Thrones, right?
Yeah, wish we didn't.
You should have stayed off. You were gone for so long. I forgot. Yeah. It was great. Great show, though. Anyway,
It was. Cersei and Jaime just did not deserve
They should have been
to get one
killed
last
in
kiss.
a worse way. That's the only reason you're upset. They
I'm
didn't die the way
royally-
you wanted them to die.
No. They ruined everyone on that show.
They did.
People that horrible
Well, she
deserve no redemption.
did. She did.
No, he did too. He pushed the kid out of the window.
That's true. He started it.
Yeah, and he may have kind of found redemption until the end.
He
Don't
wanted
even-
to be with his sister.
Yep. I don't know. Ugh. Why?
All right.
She could have grown her hair out. She just chose not to.
Shame.
Yeah. Anyways, they did not deserve a loving. Horrible. Horrible. I was so mad.
Mm-hmm.
Horrible. They did not deserve that.
Well, the good news is they're dead.
Unfortunately, together.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway,
All right. Anyway,
so-
Mandalorian.
Yeah, what do you think about the don't ask, don't tell?
Well, it's a code.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, I see what you're saying, but they're totally separate in my head. So I've got different opinion on one side, but specifically for Mandalorian, he did break the code. And maybe the code is there for a reason.
Yeah.
Now that he knew the answer, and he didn't know the answer.
Yeah.
But now that he went deeper and asked the question, that's what brought him back to the sin.
Okay.
So maybe it's about having a little faith and not asking the question. So going back to the religious aspect again.
1,000%.
Yeah.
That's why
Yeah.
Jesus is there. In episode 2, in chapter 2.
And Jesus again is who?
Well, now he's Yoda.
Oh.
With those, oh my God.
Okay.
Those little ears that were
All
flapping.
right.
The little ears that were flapping in the wind as the ship was coming. Oh God, it was so cute.
Baby Yoda.
Yeah. Oh my God, so
Yaby.
cute. I think in chapter 2, we touched on this, but the Force thing, he saw Baby Yoda using the Force.
Mm-hmm.
He knew what it was. People know the legend and the myth of the Force, and I think there was this moment of, oh my God, he's really using it. And in that moment, the whole show is about Star Wars is about hope and all those things, and yeah, I think it is about religion and in spirituality, however you want to look at it. But there is a future out there. This child is here, and there's a future, and I need to help ensure that future goes somewhere. So I had to go back. Speaking of Baby Yoda and the adorableness and those little ears flapping was like the cutest thing ever, and his little goo goos and gagas, and oh god, I love it. But I think there's some amazing acting going on. I mean, the Mandalorians had like 2 lines this in the first close to 2 hours of the show that we've seen, and Baby Yoda doesn't talk.
Yeah, how do I get that job?
And look how much we care about these characters. It was pretty. I mean, you really cared. We all knew he was turning him in, and we all knew he was going to come get him back. But
We did.
But it was just delivered so well. But there was this scene, and we replayed it last night a couple of times, much to Jack's chagrin. But there was a moment as they were coming up to the door, Baby Yoda was really scared, you know, and they have the Flava Flav and the Empire's Flava Flav, Werner Herzog, I forget what they're referring to him as. What are you looking at me that way for?
I'm listening intently.
Oh, so
I'm trying to figure out who was Flava Flav.
the rapper with the big clock necklace.
Oh, okay.
What band was he in?
I don't know.
Or should I? Yeah, boy. Flava Flav, right? He's got a big Star Wars, big gigantic gold medallion.
Okay.
It makes me think of Flava Flav.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways.
I'm pulling a Billy Idol.
No one will understand that, but whatever. I do. And that's all that
YouTube,
matters.
her interview with
Jimmy Kimmel.
Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah.
Kimmel.
So during that exchange, if you really watch Baby Yoda, he's changing and he's less scared. And then it's Dr. Pushing, I believe, is the cloner guy who's extracting something from Baby Yoda, we hear, which I'm assuming are midichlorians. But when he looks at the Mandalorian on the way into the door, if you remember, the door shuts, he's not scared anymore. And I find it really, I don't know what's going on there. Like, he knew that he was going to be okay, and he knew that the Mandalorian was coming back for him. I think in that moment when he turned him in, Baby Yoda was scared, but he knew.
Or did he pull the Force on him?
But he's good. People on the light side don't use the Force like that. They just listen to the Force, but they don't try to manipulate it.
Okay.
That's a dark side thing, to try to manipulate it in your favor. The light side, it guides you, so you listen and you let it do its own work, which is amazing, which is more, hopefully, in my opinion, a good Christian listens, but they don't tell. And sometimes people use religion to tell other people. No, but they use religion sometimes to tell other people what to do.
No, I agree with you 100%.
And it's unfortunate.
That's a whole other,
but that's not the teachings.
Podcast.
It's unfortunate.
That we're not on.
But I do think that, but I want to bring it up because I think that was coming into play in this episode. But anyway, which we'll talk about after the break, because after the break, we're going to get really...
Oh, we're going on a break?
Soon. No, you didn't need to be so excited. But it's going to get real...
Well, the producer, I think, wants to go out. So.
It's going to get real gay up in here after the break.
Oh.
No, it was beautiful. I got very emotional. Tom was like, oh, God. I really did.
He cried.
I lost it.
I'm used to it.
I never really cried much before I became a father, and all of a sudden...
Waterworks,
Star Wars.
Wally.
Well, Star Wars has always made me go. But I just found that subtlety of this little baby who's, I don't know if he's a puppet, if he's CGI, if it's a blending of the two, whatever they're doing to create this character is really, really amazing. But did you notice any of that?
No. Well, I did when you kept playing it over and over again. No. I mean, there's too much going on. And it was, 4:15 in the morning on Friday. So.
But then we watched it again at 8 o'clock on Friday.
I know, but I fell asleep. I was tired. I had a long week. I do work.
So do I. I was up. Anyways.
That's not true. You were not up. You said you fell asleep at the end of it. You didn't see the end of it. Friday night.
Oh, Friday.
Remember, because we haven't had a TV.
Well, then we watched it again on Saturday.
Right, so we had to watch it.
We did.
With the kids
I am excited. So last week our TV decided to die. So we only had one TV in our bedroom, which I didn't really want a bunch of kids in there. So we didn't watch much TV last week,
Right.
which was kind of nice.
It was kind of nice.
But we did end up with a 70-inch television now that's 4K. So I'm very excited. It already looks a little better once we get a 4K Apple TV.
It's never enough. Wasn't
Never
good enough that we had
enough.
the other Apple TV.
Never
So this will
enough. Isn't
make
that
it
your and Michael song?
4 Apple TVs in the house.
I guess so. Isn't that your and Michael song though?
Yes.
Never enough. How does it go? All the love, something, or I don't know.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank right
Michael
now.
loves it.
Yeah, he does.
Yes.
From what's the Greatest Showman?
Yes.
Okay. Good song.
Never enough. Maybe
I don't know if I'd have it at my wedding, but it's a good song. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't
With
say
that-
it.
With that, we'll be right back.
Now back to the show.
Welcome back, Pop Pop.
Welcome back, Pop Pop.
Did you enjoy your break?
I enjoyed my break. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the introduction, Mr. Pickle. So, before we go down the Rainbow Land, I would like your thoughts on the episode collectively.
You know, I thought it was my favorite episode, quite frankly, and I'm getting very much engaged with EAB and
Hashtag NYC.
hashtag NYC. I found it, it's the first time we saw the rest of the Mandalorians, and then they all came together as one to protect one another, and that really jeopardized their current lifestyle because they're going to have to relocate. I really liked it a lot.
Awesome.
Good. And I like EAB. I'm the first winner
Oh.
per the assistant producer.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Pickle, for that.
Yes,
Appreciate
thank
it.
you.
I think the pork here likes his headphones too. This was the first female director in any of Star Wars. And we have a lot of jokes around here, and we this, that, or the other thing. That's just how we are. We think you have to laugh at life, but
Leave it light. Leave it light.
But it really is sad that we even have to have those conversations.
Very much.
It's ridiculous. I was thinking about actually speaking of this conversation before we go down the Rainbow Land.
Oh, okay.
There's been a lot of Mary Sue talk of Rey. Mary Sue is basically, she can do anything without any training or any of that. And people are very upset that Rey is overly powerful, and they are only making her powerful because she's a woman, and Disney's got an agenda to do, and blah, blah, blah. It's just dumb. I'm sorry, it's dumb. Yoda says it all right there in Empire Strikes Back. Luke can't do it because he's too busy trying. Rey doesn't try. She just does. Therefore, the Force, if you believe in it, you can do anything. So all of you people who have problems with what Rey does, go back, watch The Empire Strikes Back. It's all right there. She is more powerful than Luke Skywalker because she has no doubt.
The second one was mine.
Okay. Thank you,
Thanks
Mr.
for that.
Yes, thank you. You can't write that. Yeah. So anyways, all these people that have a problem with women in Star Wars, it's not about her being a woman. It's about there's no Jedi Council telling her what she can and cannot do. And she is not filled with doubt. She does. She does not try. She actually listened to Yoda without even knowing she was listening to Yoda, but she does. Therefore, she is unstoppable. She is the character that all of us have been wanting, the all-powerful Jedi who is a complete and total badass because she believes in herself. It's awesome, and I love it. So take that and do what you would like with that Twitter.
Well
Thank you.
said. I like it. I like it.
And it is just ridiculously sad that we have to have these conversations, but we apparently do.
Well, we don't have to, but we are.
But we are, yes.
It's our public service announcement.
We get one every week. We really should end the shows with a public service announcement, actually.
There you go.
Thanks, Tom. Now we know.
And knowing's half the battle.
Thank you. So, I said earlier that I was really liking The Mandalorian, but this episode, I really fell in love with The Mandalorian. I think, and for me personally, I really couldn't help but watch this episode without a queer lens because it just really hit me in that way. Right down to, it made me think about the Beskar steel, which is everything to the Mandalorians. That is who they are. That is their culture. And it was stripped from them. And then the Empire branded it with them. And they just took it away and took ownership, which is what, unfortunately, for a long time, our age, growing up, the government stole our narrative. And growing up, trying to come out, you know, when I was a kid, I had two options. I was either going to become a woman or I was going to die of AIDS. Both of those things are tragic. Becoming a woman is not tragic. Dying of AIDS is tragic. And not all gay people are trans. And they're not the same thing. And being trans isn't horrible anyways at all. But growing up, those were your options because the government, that's what they told you. That's what society told you. And it all came from our government telling us how to think. And it was really difficult. And I think there's, you know, I watched those little kids in The Mandalorian in the first episode running. And we found out in this episode, you know, they're treated like trash and they've been pushed to the government, or to the sewers, basically. And they're in hiding. They can't even celebrate who they are because the government deemed them not worthy. You know, they had wars and all that put them there. But it really affected me on a very, very deep, very emotional level. And then the thing about, she had the need to ask if he had ever removed his helmet. You know, I love my mother dearly, and I know she means well, but you have so many people who are like, we're proud to be gay. And then people like our parents and they are 1000% supportive. I don't want to misconstrue this, but you hear things of, I don't understand why you need to be proud to be gay. That's not who you are. I'm not proud to be straight. But they don't get it. And they never will, because they're not judged and looked at as trash, as less than. And we've come a very long way. I am very grateful for my life. I literally have a life I never dreamed possible for myself, and I'll never, ever, ever take that for granted. But we are not treated the same way. I don't know if we ever will. I hope so. But to hear their leader, the armorer, ask if he had ever taken his mask off, asked him if he had ever been true to himself, with a shame attached to it that if he did, it was honest and it was very powerful. You know, I think one of the things that isn't talked about a lot being queer is the shame that we bring to our families and the things that our families have to deal with, you know, because we're gay, and if they want to support us, they have to be careful what friends they keep or what their friends say, and all the things that our families then have to deal with because society somehow makes us less than. It really bothered me. But the thing that made me love this episode, and one of the things that I am very proud to be gay, is because we were all very unique. I mean, and very different. We all come from different backgrounds, and we don't always see eye to eye. But in my experience, the gay community always comes together. And that's why we are where we are. And that's why I have a husband. That's why I've been able to adopt 3 children with my husband, and both of our names on their birth certificates as their parents, is because the gay community came together. We took off our masks. We took off our helmets. We braved what may come after that, and the fear of society, of our families, of the government, of strangers, of Twitter, of YouTube, of whatever. And we took them off, and we bared who we really were, and we stood up for ourselves. And we only did that together. And that's what happened at the end of this episode that really hit me. The big Mandalorian, some Vizsla guy, I forget what his name was. You know, they didn't see eye to eye. And it goes back to one of the things that Dave Filoni does so beautifully is we had the Clone Wars, and we learned that there was the Civil War and the Death Watch and all the different ways of looking at their culture and what to continue to practice and what not to. And that's still there, and it's still prevalent. And they didn't like each other until one of them was down for the count. And then they came together. And that's what I see in my community all the time. And it really affected me on a very, very big level. And I appreciate that about it a lot.
Very well said. Very well said.
It was really beautiful, and it's very honest. And that's what you can see it and see pew pew pews and the cool jetpacks and all that, which is awesome. But if you want to look at it closer, all that's there. And it's amazing. And when I hear things about Disney not doing things that are brave, I don't get it.
That's the producer. She's scratching herself again. Thanks, Roxy.
That's pretty big.
It is big. Very big.
I think it's
very deep.
And I think we can only get this. And it's the thing that I love about Disney is it's not trying to take ownership, and they understand, the people creating Star Wars now understand that Star Wars is what created them. And I don't think it's something that Star Wars ever could have had until other people came into it. But there's all the subtext there of how people, what they took from it, and now they're putting it in it, and it's very apparent. Before, we only had George. It was only his, and what a beautiful, beautiful perspective to have, but that's all we had before. And now we get all these different voices. And I really like it. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Disney.
Thank
no,
you.
Really.
No, thank you, Star Wars.
Thank you, Star Wars.
I really hope that we kind of continue down that road. And, I don't know. I was so happy when he got his shining armor. And I do like what the armor said. The Mandalorians are both the hunter and the hunted, and it was beautiful. And, he wore it proud. And I think it was great. There's something to learn there.
Absolutely. So, Brian, question for you. What do you think is next? We clearly saw the Mandalorian flying off with the sin that he had already done, the steal, in my eyes. He stole the baby. So what's next? Where do we go? No one talks, so
Yeah.
I mean, what's it going to be like in the ship there?
So next week we get to meet Cara Dune.
He did wait. He did, take the knob off the controller, give it to Yabe. So I mean, that was a touching move.
It was really.
But where do we go?
Honestly, it was beautiful.
I think we're going back to the garbage guy. What was his name? Not the garbage guy. He was riding
The Ugnaught?
Yeah, that guy. See, I'm.
Is it Quill? I don't know how you pronounce his name.
Where does he have to go? So I think it's back to him. So let's see if I'm right.
I mean, I agree. I think we could go. I mean, he's gonna have the Empire after him because they're ticked off because he stole them. He's ticked off all the bounty.
Paid for it.
He's ticked off all the bounty hunters because he broke the rules.
That's true. They're all after him.
The sin.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got like a lot of bad people after him now. So he's gonna have to find some friends real quick. And so far, it doesn't really look like he has friends.
Well, he doesn't talk.
He's a bit of a loner. I can't wait. I will predict that either we will not see any of the other Mandalorians until maybe the final episode, in which we're going to see Bo-Katan, who I think is his adopted mother. It would be amazing, but I think that's what's going to happen.
Okay.
Bo-Katan is Duchess Satine's sister. She was a part of Death Watch. She's amazing. She became good. She was the leader of the Mandalorians right around now, actually, after
Duchess Satine.
Well, no,
after Duchess Satine.
Yeah, but when they're not really Mandalore anymore,
okay,
because they lost everything. But in Star Wars Rebels,
okay,
that's my guess for who he is and where he comes from. It's just speculation, but that's what I think. I think the Empire is about to become a much bigger deal. personally, for the rest of the show. I think they're going to be after him. I still really think that it's not a coincidence that episode 7 is the week before the Rise of Skywalker release, and episode 8, the last episode of this season, comes after its release.
Okay.
Because I think old Papa Pelps is behind this.
Who's Papa Peltz?
Palpatine, the Emperor. I think he's the one out looking for Baby Yoda.
Okay.
And I also think we saw it in the trailers. There's the lady, remember, in one of the trailers, it looked like she was about to take his helmet off.
Mm-hmm.
And we've seen her being hunted, or what looks to be hunted, with another child. So something tells me that other child is going to be Force sensitive. And maybe that's the Mandalorian's calling. Do you think the Mandalorian himself could be Force sensitive?
Well, he didn't use it when he could have, so I'm going to say no.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think he is either, but I think that might be his call.
Okay.
Is to help. The Mandalorians were famously used to hunt down and help kill all the Jedi. And I think his destiny is to now help build the new Jedi Order. So I'm curious, maybe we'll see him again in The Rise of Skywalker, helping Rey out, bringing children to what I'm assuming she's going to start teaching Force people.
Remind me again, what's the time frame? I mean, they're not even close in time, right? For The Rise of Skywalker.
No, 30 years. So he would be an older guy.
Okay.
Because he's probably in his 30s or 40s, right?
In real life?
No, the Mandalorian in the show.
Yeah,
we
I
don't
think
really know, but
30s.
You can tell he's not older, but he's not a kid. Yeah. So it's like 30 years. So he'd be in his 60s, 70s, depending how old he is.
Okay.
Do you think he's going to take his mask off?
Yes.
I do too.
Yeah.
I think that'll be his big.
I think he's going to have it on more than he has it off, but I think he's eventually going to, take it off.
Yeah, it won't be until the very last episode,
Right.
if at all. If at all, it won't be till the very, very end.
I think we'll see it beforehand. Because it's going to get old if you don't see the person.
Never got old with Darth Vader.
No. Still.
Yeah.
Good point, but still, I don't think we can get away with that anymore.
Yeah, I think I'm surprised he got his full set of armor. I thought that was going to be one of the things that tied all the episodes together. He was going to get a new piece of armor kind of as it goes. But no, that's done. Interesting. The toy that you could never find because Hasbro has blown everything this go around. Actually, ever since the Disney acquisition, Hasbro's tanked. That toy's not going to be needed anymore because now he's got shiny new armor. Unless he gets his old armor back again.
Maybe that's why they didn't release it. The toy.
Well, they did. I just never found it.
Oh, okay.
Wish I did.
I haven't seen it.
I think it's going to be him, multiple children or one child. But I think that's what will go on. What about you? What do you think? Do you have any idea? I mean, it really could be anything. This story arc is done. 3 episodes closed it. It's like a little trilogy within the show.
Well, I mean, I said what I think, which is I think he's flying back with Yabi to what's his name again?
Quill.
Yeah, I think he's going there because I think he can regroup and think there, and that's the only time he's really ever spoken. Maybe once or twice before. So that's what I think is going to happen. After that, I don't know. Whereas last week I could kind of see it coming, but I don't see it coming at this moment.
What about Grief Karga?
Which is what I like. That's what I want. I don't want to see it.
Yeah, you like Grief Karga, right?
Who's Grief Karga?
The boss, Carl Weathers.
Yeah, I really do. He knew when we saw it again. The steel was specifically put in a spot, and he shot him in that spot specifically. So I think he likes him.
Oh, you think the Mandalorian intentionally shot him where the steel was?
Yes, he didn't want to kill him.
He just wanted to get him off the ship.
That's all he wanted. Yep. So I think it's going to be a Lando Calrissian, what's his name again? Han Solo relationship, believe it or not.
Oh, yeah, I could see that. for sure. Adversaries who respect one another and really do like each other, but there's always that something between them that will never allow them.
Well, we saw it in Solo. I mean, he turned him in the end, so.
Well, that's cute. What do you think it's going to be? Lando's back in episode 9. Do you think... What are we going to hear about him and Han's relationship in that movie? I mean, they've got to go. They've got to go to it at some point, right?
No.
You don't think so?
No, I think we're going to hear nothing.
I think my prediction will be he's coming back to join the rebellion because he heard Han Solo died.
Okay.
That's what brings him back. Because at the end of The Last Jedi, no one answered. They sent out that signal looking for help and no one answered. So that's how we left The Last Jedi. There was no help. And now we see like hundreds of ships. So clearly they got help. Who brought him in? Probably Lando. That's my guess. Yeah, I'm curious what's going to go on with Grief Karga. We got our prizes, by the way. I am not sure what game we were playing. The Boba Fett game.
I won Han Solo.
And I won F1 2187.
What's his name, really?
Finn.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you, Finn. I am totally into #pin. Let's ship that relationship. What do you think?
Is this your suspicion that Finn and the other guy are in a relationship?
I don't think they're in a relationship.
Okay.
But I think Poe's way into him, and I would love to see we've seen the 3-way love affair thing between Luke, Leia, and Han, which is weird, but whatever, we had it. And Finn clearly thinks one way of Rey. She does not look at him that way.
Right.
Rose looks to Finn one way. He clearly doesn't really seem to be that into her. And I would argue that Poe looks at Finn a certain way, and I don't think Finn's all that into it. But that's what I'd like to see.
Okay.
So I'm all about it.
Hang in there. You might just see it.
It suits you. I'm gonna bite my lip because you're really hot stuff, Mr. Finn.
These are the action figures we're playing with right
Even
now.
though I don't know how anyone could say goodbye to Poe. Oscar Isaac's pretty handsome.
There you go.
Especially with his ascot.
Okay.
Yeah. So next week is chapter 4. Sorry, I keep calling them episodes, but they want us to call them chapters of The Mandalorian. Excuse me. I am very excited to meet Cara Dune. I hope she's really cool. And I'm looking forward to seeing where the show is because I feel like it's just like watching chapter 1 again when we had no idea what the show was about. I have no idea where the show's going to go next. So I'm pretty excited. It's going to be a long week, just like last week. But anyways, thank you for listening. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Pink Milk House. Haus, Pink Milk House, Haus. Why? Because we're fancy gays. And write us any questions, concerns, things you want us to discuss at pinkmilkhouse@gmail.com. Visit our website, pinkmilk.site. Hit us up. We're very excited. Also, we've really been working on our audio levels.
Yes.
That'd be a great thing to email us about. How do we sound?
We're working on it, just that you know.
Pink Milk House, HAUS@gmail.com. Thank you very much. Until next week. Bye.
Drink up.
Drink up.